Hey, sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports Dudes here live tonight, ready to talk some NFL action. Week 5 in the NFL. Glad you could join us. If you're in, please hit the like button to let us know that you're in. That's the way we can take attendance. What's going on, Level Up Sports 10?
How's it going this evening, WTP Sports Dudes?
Oh, everything's
Appreciate
going
you
good, bro.
having me as well.
Hey, what's
What's
going
up, Big
on?
C?
How's it going, Big C?
Doing well, man. Coming off that first victory, looking for another one this Sunday.
Man, two back to back would be great right about now as well.
No doubt. Division opponent, Baltimore. So we'll see.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. We got somebody else on here too. That's T1. He's repping his volleyball game, so he's gonna
Okay.
jump on in a little bit once he gets a free moment. How's
Okay.
your week been so far?
Pretty good so far. I'm moving around actually. I took my second walk today since the surgery. I went for a little walk just to see how it felt, like a little 6 minute walk. So actually feeling a little better.
That's good, bro. That's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. How about for you, Big C? How's your week been so far?
Going well, man. Week's moving along and having a pretty good work week. So no complaints, man.
Yeah, I can't complain either, man. I had a pretty good week so far. Hopefully, gets better and better and better.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
indeed.
I
Yeah.
don't, I don't know if T1 is on or not, but he's probably still doing his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just listening in to y'all right now.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get it started. First up, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons are favored by 2.5, and the over and under is 43.5. Which one of y'all want to go first on that one?
You can go ahead and go first, Big C.
All right, I'll take it. I'm going to take Atlanta. I think they're going to cover. And I think both offenses are capable, so I'm going to take the over on that. I like the way Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins been playing, so I think they're going to put us in a win. I think they're going to cover too and go over.
Okay.
I definitely I like your pick with that. It's Tampa Bay was a team that I feel is good still. It's this is I feel like a great game right now at this point in the season. Week 5, we see how the college football season went, and I think it's relating to the NFL as well. So I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay on this one. It's a tough choice for me. I got Tampa Bay covering, but I feel both offenses will get it going, especially Atlanta at home. But I got Tampa Bay in a win.
Okay. Well, if the Walkers are watching down there in Tampa Bay, sorry for your luck, but I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons to cover. I know y'all love your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but listen, man, y'all not winning this game against my man Bijan Robinson and Kirk Cousins. So
Yeah.
I'm picking my Atlanta Falcons, and I'm taking the over because I think Atlanta can score at least 30 on them Buccaneers. I know they're gonna probably hit me up later on in the week, so but what you talking about, dude?
Yeah. Plus, I think Atlanta has a little bit more talent on defense, so I'm going to give them the edge that way too.
Definitely got a great defense in
Their
Atlanta for
defense
sure.
is really good, man.
Yeah.
Their defense is really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, we got the New York Jets, who only scored 9 points last week against the Minnesota Vikings, who ain't taking no prisoners, man. They are balling out. The Vikings are favored
That's a
by-
London game, right? That's in London, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's the London
Yep,
game.
that's
Yeah.
that London game, that early bird.
And the
Man,
Vikings are favored by 2.5, and the over and under is 41.5. What's your thoughts on that one?
I think for me personally, I've been watching Minnesota, and I think they're wrecking, and I think they're forced this year. Offensively, defensively, they're looking even better, and I think the Jets is gonna have many problems. And me, as a fan of Aaron Rodgers, if that offense don't get to going, I'm sorry to say, man, it's not looking good for a way of him going out on these last couple of years. So I think New York need to get something going. Defense is looking good. Nothing against the defense, even the team as well. But I think they need to start looking at another face at that quarterback for them to start making a step forward in a different direction. But Minnesota with the win, and I feel like that offense is attacking once again, and they cover it as well.
Yeah, what's your thoughts, Big C?
Yeah, man, I'm right there with you. I got Minnesota winning the game outright. I think they're going to cover. I like the way that they're playing collectively as a team. Sam Darnold's doing his thing. They got Justin Jefferson. The defense is playing well. The Jets, I don't know. Something seems off with them. I don't like the vibe that I'm getting from them. Aaron Rodgers and those guys, Coach Saleh. So I'm going to go with Minnesota. I think they're going to cover and win the game.
Yeah, I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings as well. The Jets wouldn't even have beat my Titans had Will Levis not made all those mistakes, man.
That's right.
I don't think the Jets are as good as I thought they were going to be at the beginning of the season. And it seems like whenever teams travel overseas, the game don't never really be that good. One team usually gets it handed to them. So I think in this instance, the Jets going to get it handed to them by the Vikings. They're going to cover. And I'm going to pick the under on that one. I don't think the Jets going to score but 9 points again. Probably less than that.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. We'll see.
Not at all. Good.
Next up, we got the battle of two teams I thought was going to be some bums at the beginning of the season. But one team, man, both of them playing halfway decent now. We got the Carolina Panthers at the Chicago Bears. The Bears are favored by 3.5 points, and the over and under is 42.5. What's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Chicago in that game, and I think they'll cover. I don't think it's gonna go over though. I don't know. Caleb Williams, I think he's starting to play a little better, but I don't think their offense is really that great right now. And Andy Dalton, he can be shaky. Like some games he's good, some he isn't. So at Chicago, I think Chicago will win, but I'm gonna think it's going under in that way.
Yep, I agree. And just in Andy Dalton's career, being a Bengal fan, he really haven't played well at Chicago. I think this would be a game where he come off of it, and they're like, "Oh man, we gotta figure something out with our young quarterback that we invested in and see what we could really do with him." But I definitely got Chicago winning, which is another good thing for Williams. Finally, getting a decent win last week. I think he follows up and doubles back and get another win as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't gonna rock the boat, man. I'm not gonna rock the boat. I'm gonna go with the Bears too. I think they're gonna cover. For some reason, man, the Bears are winning games that I had no idea they would even win. I wasn't even picking them at the beginning of the season to even win more than 2 or 3 games. But I mean, hey, they doing it. They definitely beat my Titans, which again, Will Levis was a bum that game. So gave it up. So I'm gonna take the Bears and the 3, but I'm taking the under on that. I don't think they're gonna score over 42.5.
Yeah, I see a low scoring game there for sure.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Cleveland. I want to call them Clowns, but I love Kevin Bird too much, so I'm not going to say the Cleveland Clowns. Cleveland Browns.
I'll say it. They're the Clowns.
At the Washington Commanders. The Commanders are only favored by 3.5 points, though. And the over and under is 45. What's your thoughts on that one?
I got I had them. It's funny you said that about calling them the Clowns, man. I had the Commanders down as the Skins in this game because they're starting to look like the old school Skins in the way they played that football. Looking good with the young quarterback and Daniels. And I feel like this would be another coming out party. I think the Commanders going to come out. They're going to definitely get the cover. And with the way the Browns been playing defensively, I wouldn't be shocked that Washington, that they take their shots and try to get this cover as well, because I can see both of them scoring at least, 17 to 20. But if Washington get hot, they can put up some points, as you see they did in Cincinnati. So I think that's a team you can't take lightly from this point of the season on forward. They have everything that it takes, and just having an offense that can manage and move, and they rallying behind that young kid, and I love to see that.
Yeah, man. I love the way Jaden Daniels and Washington playing. And like I said, I went to that game that Monday night at Cincinnati, and they showed me something, man. So I definitely got Washington winning. I think they'll cover. Cleveland's going to be fighting, though, because they're 1-3. So I know they're going to put up a fight. But I still think Washington's going to win. I think I'm going to take the under on that, though.
I'm taking the Commanders as well, and I'm taking the points. I think they're going to beat Cleveland by more than 3.5. In fact, hell, I think the Commanders can score all 44 of the over and under. The Browns are just not playing any good, man. Deshaun Watson, man, get some of that bread back. I don't know what he should do, man, but he just does not look good at all. He robbed the bank. Go ahead and get the bank back some of that money, man.
Donations.
Yeah, man, something, man. 'Cause they do not look good at all.
Yeah.
Without a running game, they're really pitiful.
They're missing Nick Chubb. I think he was
they're missing
clear,
Chubb bad.
he was cleared to practice this week. I don't know if he's going to play, but I know he's practicing today. So
Yeah.
they get Chubb back. That should help out quite a bit. But yeah, overall the offense isn't there as they have as expected.
Right. But then again, man, you never know. What's the name? Miles Garrett might be on Jalen Daniels' head.
I mean, he's
Right.
capable.
Never know. He's capable of it for sure.
Reigning player of the year. Yeah.
Go ahead, Big C. What was you saying?
He's the reigning defensive player of the year for a reason. So yeah, I mean, he's definitely capable of wrecking the game.
Yeah.
So Washington, they better double, because if they single block him, it's going to be a long day. So
Oh,
I'm
it's
sure
gonna
they have a
be a
game
very
plan
long
for him, though. At least they better.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got two bums. Sorry, Justin Geiger. Your Dolphins, man, they ain't got no quarterback, so they some bums right now.
They on their third string or something. What's
Right.
up?
A
Yeah.
dude they got that was sitting at home on the couch.
Yeah. Just picked them off the street.
Yeah, we got the Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots. The Miami Dolphins are actually favored by 1 point in this game. The over and under is 36.5. What's your thoughts on that one?
Might be the worst of the year, man. I mean, I'm definitely taking the under. I'll just say that. I'm just going to throw my hat in the ring. I'll just say Miami will win, but it's going to be a garbage game. But I'm taking the under. Yeah.
I'm going with the under as well. And when I wrote this down, I got MIA. That means they're gonna be missing in action. New England at home, they just might look like Tom Brady and Vogt in this game with no Brady and no quarterback on Miami's end. And I got them with the win, but I'm definitely taking that under because I think New England's defense would definitely be able to hold up against this Miami Dolphins offense, especially without having a quarterback in the game. I think that definitely is going to hurt them moving forward.
Mm-hmm. I heard that.
Go ahead.
I heard that Brissett's on the he might be looking over his shoulder. They might put Drake May in there soon if he.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I actually got this game going into overtime,
Really?
0-0, and breaking the record for the most punts ever in an NFL
The
game.
NFL game. Oh, I would mark that.
It's actually going to end in a tie, 0-0.
Man, you couldn't.
That's how boring the game going to be, though. That's how
It's going to be boring. Yeah.
You couldn't pay me enough to go to that game. Like
No.
I would just turn it. I mean, no.
Nah.
You might as well walk around the streets of Massachusetts and Boston instead of going to that Patriots game. That's for sure.
Basically.
That's for sure.
Man, exactly.
All right, next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars are actually favored in this game by 2.5, and the over and under is 46. What's your thoughts on that one?
46. That's 46 is I'm a take the under. I really haven't seen nothing offensively from Jacksonville, but this is kind of, I feel, a trap game for the Colts. I still have the Colts winning and covering, but I have the under. I just think the Colts have to be careful with the Jags trying to really get a win on their record, put something on their resume to really, keep people off of their back, especially that quarterback. I like Trevor Lawrence when he was at Clemson. I like him even when he played these first few years, and I just would like to see that Jacksonville team, get off on the right foot because I think the AFC is a much different place when Jacksonville's winning because they put a scare in a lot of teams. And I just want to see them get back in that way. But I still got the Colts taking this win.
I'm actually going to take Jacksonville. I thought they played better against Houston last game, chance to win it at the end. And they're going to be fighting for that first win. I read something about Trevor Lawrence. They still have the coaches back, Coach Peterson. So they're going to fight. I got them winning. I think they'll cover. I'm going to take the under, though. But I think Jacksonville going to win it and cover.
I'm definitely taking the under. And just out of the love for my son who likes the Indianapolis Colts,
Oh.
I'm going to pick his Colts, man. I'm going to pick your Colts, son. But I agree with you, Big C. The way they played last week, they can definitely beat the Colts because the Colts was probably not going to have Richardson. And I don't know if old man Joe Flacco going to be able to do it 2 weeks in a row, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to call him 75K, Joe. If he show up, I think we good.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to go with the Colts, man, just because, that's my son's team, man.
Okay.
But I really do believe Jacksonville going to win that game.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, man. This one right here is going to be a hard hitter, maybe, if this team show up this week, because they did not show up last week.
Yeah.
We got the Buffalo Bills at the Houston Texans. The Bills are actually favored. I mean, the Texans are favored by the Bills are favored by 1 point. And the over and under is 46.5. What's your thoughts on that one? Wow, 46.5.
Well, I think Houston's going to win the game, and I think it's going to be a lot of points scored. I got the over on that. I mean, I think Josh Allen's going to respond to the bad game he had last week in Buffalo overall, and I'm a big fan of Stroud, so they both got weapons. I'm going to take Houston in that game, and I think it's going to go over. It's going to be an exciting game to watch.
I agree with the excitement and everything. I just I'm gonna go with how you felt how the Jags did last week. I'm taking the Bills based on what we seen last week, knowing that we're gonna see a much better Bills team throughout the season. In a way, Houston let Jacksonville, stay in that game in many ways as well. So I'm gonna take Buffalo, and I think both offenses will score and cover as well. So I'm gonna go with the over in this one.
Well, since my Titans is in the same division with the Houston Texans, I definitely want the Bills to win. But I don't know, man. Are they going to be able to block Will Anderson? Is he going to be able to? They're going to be able to keep him off of Josh Allen's back or whatever. I don't know, man. And can C.J. Stroud, do his thing like Lamar Jackson did last week? I don't know. It's going to be a good game, man. I guess that's why it's only a 1 point advantage for the Bills. But I'm going to go with the Bills because I want them to beat the Texans because I want us to, keep in that race for that division. Yeah. But, that's it. I'm going to go with the Bills. And I'm going with the over for sure. I think they can score more than 46.5 points.
Hopefully, I got Mixon in his bag. I know he's been out with that ankle. So
Ankle injury, yeah.
I think he's practicing this week, so it'd be good to get him back in the fold.
Yeah, that would be good. They need him bad. They need
him, yeah, because the offense looked different. Just not being able to run that consistent like they was before he went out.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Now, here we go, Bengals fans. The Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Ravens are favored by 3 points. but the over and under is 49. So they expect some points to be scored in this game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go first since both of y'all Bengals fans.
Okay.
I think this is going to be one of them games where the Bengals look at this game like it's the Kansas City Chiefs. And they're going to play lights out in this game, man. And they're going to beat the Ravens by 3 in this game.
Yes, sir. I love it.
That's my thoughts on it. But I think they're going to go over the 49, though.
Yeah, love it. Love to hear it. For me, I got us second straight win. One thing I've been worried about these last couple of weeks was the defense, but going into last week, Hubbard was the one player that I was watching. That's one player I keyed into, and when I say I keyed in, I watched him and Stone. There was a lot of improvement that I seen last week to get the win and be preparing for a divisional game with Baltimore this week. I think those guys will have an even better performance this week coming up. I think this is where our defense stand up, stand tall, and show that we're not just a 1-3 team at the bottom of the mountain trying to climb out. That we're that team that everybody thought we was, and I feel like our offense hits another stride. I've been just watching different ways the offense has been performing the last few weeks. It was good to see Higgins back. We worked him in a little bit, and then our run game has been looking much, much better week by week. So I just think it's a game where the defense definitely steps up and our offense just hit another stride. And we know what Chase could do when it comes to Baltimore, and I'm going to just leave it at that.
No doubt. I love it. I love to hear it. I got to be brutally honest, though, man. After that Sunday night game and Baltimore's performance, I was like I didn't want to think about us playing Baltimore. But as I've, removed myself from that night, and we're getting healthier, too, on defense. Like Miles Murphy, McKinley Jackson cleared the practice this week. Trey Anderson, he practiced. He's going to be fine from that little stinger he had. I watched the press conference with Joe Burrow today, and I'm confident what he was talking about with our game plan, the offense, the way we're playing. So I definitely think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to take the over. I'm going to take the Bengals winning. I didn't have us winning a couple nights ago, but I'm going to take us winning. I think we're going to score a lot of points and come out with the victory and get back on track. 2 wins in a row and take the over.
And I feel like I understand where you're coming from when you was thinking like a few days ago how Henry played, how Baltimore looked. One thing I can say for some reason when it comes to having Derrick Henry in Baltimore, I think the advantage for us in ways is having a Von Bell back. I think having him back with him being a part of that team where that year Baltimore, Tennessee was teams we needed to get over the hump. Right. And I think having him, Hendrickson, along with Hubbard, Pratt, some of those guys that was young in the core in that team with the veteran leadership and Von Bell, I think that makes a difference with me in the mindset of us going into this game as well. And like you said, I was just thinking about that, but that's something that made me have that outlook with our defense being able to step up even more this week.
Our defensive game plan, I'm thinking what Lou might do. I wonder if you agree. You think we're going to just make Lamar beat us through the air, right? Just stack the box, try to contain their run.
I think that
all year, and then Lamar beats us with a pass. Just tip your hat. What do you think about that? Or just
I think that's
these guys can cover, in the back end, but
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree because I think that's what's got us the wins in the years prior to even big game wins, even when the points is going high.
Right.
And when we force Lamar to do that, I think the advantage is us because our secondary has to step up. They have to make plays. So when you put in a position to do that, I think, and Amaru is trusting his young secondary, which is something that I like. And when you have a Britt out in the secondary, you have a Hill, and you have that veteran with Von Bell, not to mention Taylor. I think those things separate you defensively to where you ready to go for war. in a game like this. And I think we come out with an even better game plan than we did against Kansas City and play way much better on both sides of the ball. I just have a feeling that our season is in a way of turning around from being on the bottom of where we at.
No doubt. And Joe today also said he's going to, talk to Geno Stone, the former Raven player with him last year, pick his brain, maybe get some tips and whatnot. So I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling, like I said, feeling a lot better than I did Sunday and Monday. I'll say that for sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. Well, we all sound pretty optimistic about those Bengals winning against the Ravens. So hopefully they pull it out. It's at the crib too, right?
The jungle.
Yeah.
I might be going.
Jungle.
So, yeah.
Oh, you might go down there?
Yeah, I might check it. Yeah.
Okay, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. And the Denver Broncos are favored by 2.5, and the over and under is 37. What's your thoughts on that one?
The way that you got it. You got it.
So
No, you got it.
I'm gonna take Denver in that game. I think it's gonna be an ugly game, though. There's a lot of controversy with the Raiders and Devontae Adams and Coach Pierce right now, so I don't like the vibe of their team. So I'm gonna take Denver and I'm gonna take the points, but I think it's gonna be under. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of points scored.
It's the same way. I was feeling like the Raiders, but I definitely did a little research and had thought about that, how the Raiders been, the way the organization is moving. You don't know if Adams is going to stay, if he's going to go, if he's even giving any effort on the field. Is he showing up to just get paid? Because they did give him quite a few dollars over there in Vegas. So I think the way the Broncos played last week, they're at home, one of the places that don't nobody like going to play in the NFL. Everyone knows that. And I think they come out with a good win, a great win early in the season in the division. And it just gives them a win, another win. And in the NFL, I think at this point right now, that division specifically, any win is big, especially the way Kansas City has been looking very vulnerable these last few weeks.
Yeah, and I was going to say Bo Nix didn't have a good game last week, but I think he's going to bounce back. He's had a pretty good year for a rookie this year, so I think he's going to have a better game. Want to prove himself at home. Yeah, I like about the Raiders, and like I said, Coach Pierce, I think, kind of called Adams out a couple weeks ago, said he made a business decision during the game. So they're not. They might trade him. It's just not. I'm not feeling good about the Raiders right now.
Yeah, I'm not feeling good about the Raiders either. But I mean, if they're gonna do something, they might as well go ahead and get something for Devontae Adams, man. Let him go ahead and get on out of there, because otherwise he's just gonna be a disgruntled player on your team because he don't want to be there. Let him go. And that's the same way I feel about DeAndre Hopkins. If he want to go, you don't want a disgruntled guy in your locker room. Let that guy go ahead and find somewhere and see if you can get something for him.
Right.
Yeah.
Let that guy go, man. Let him get on up out of there.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I'm definitely taking the Broncos in Mile High Stadium. I'm taking the 2.5 points, but I'm taking the under because I don't even think the Raiders are going to score 6.
Right. Under for sure.
But every week I say something like that and I'll be dead wrong because it don't turn out that way.
Man.
Even though last week I was pretty good last week. I think I finished over 500.
I mean, honestly, I didn't expect the Raiders to be Cleveland Browns this week with that. All
right, next up, we got the Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are favored by 7.5, and the over and under is 49.5. Wow.
I'm gonna go with
the Niners winning the game. What's the spread again?
7.5.
They're favored by 7.5.
I don't think they're gonna cover though. I think Arizona. I mean, Kyler Murray and those guys. I think they're gonna make it the game. It's gonna be a high scoring game. I got the over, but I think it's not gonna. I don't think San Francisco's gonna cover that spread though. But I do got them winning, and they'll take the over.
I'm all across the board with you on that one. I feel the same way. I don't know. Purdy, he finding a way to chunk that ball. So I definitely feel San Francisco could get the points up on the board at home because with Arizona, you're definitely going to have to score some points. And the way they've been looking, they look like they, trying to continue to find some kind of offense attack and at least score some points. But I definitely have the 49ers winning this.
The 49ers, they still got Bosa and the other guy from Ohio State, right? On the defensive ends?
Yeah.
Chase Young, I don't know if
No, Chase Young's not there.
No, Chase
Oh,
Young.
not there anymore?
They do got Bosa, I believe, still.
Yeah,
Oh,
both
okay.
Nick Bosa. Mhm.
Well, it's in San Francisco. My brother Jeff, he's a huge San Francisco 49ers fan. So I'm going to go with the 49ers to win the game. I don't think they're going to cover. But sometimes, man, Arizona, you just never know who's going to show up for Arizona, man. I'm like, dude, 1 week y'all beat a team we don't expect you to beat. Then the next week you lose to a team we thought you was going to blow out. So Kyler Murray, get your act together, man. Make sure that the San Francisco 49ers don't beat you by more than 7.5. But I'm taking the under on this too. I don't think they're going to go over 49.5. It's going to be somewhere around 45 points. All right, next up, we got the New York Giants, the G-Men, at the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are favored by 6, and the over and under is 42. What's your thoughts on that one?
I'm trying to figure out what they know that we don't know. But I'm gonna definitely take the Seahawks at home. It was a team that I finally got a chance to watch last week. I feel like they had the game, at times, but I noticed they had some injuries in the secondary in that second half, and that secondary definitely opened up on Seattle's behalf on the back end. But I think a couple of those players they have back this week, and I feel like they'll be back at home, one of the toughest places in the NFL to play with that 12th man. I got them covering, and I got their offense attacking in so many ways, and they go over as well.
I'm right along with you, man. I got Seattle Geno Smith coming home, DK Metcalf, all those guys. I think they're going to win the game and cover. No real faith in Danny Dimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think he'll be able to put that much points up. So I'm going to take Seattle and the points and winning that game.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with y'all on that all the way across the board. I really thought that the Giants were going to be all right once they beat the Browns, man, but I guess they went back to their losing ways because, like, come on, man. How does Daniel Jones still have a job, bro?
I don't think not for long, though.
He should be carrying a clipboard.
Yeah.
Definitely should not be somebody starting quarterback, man.
He's another guy who probably needs to cut some money back from his contract.
Oh, yeah. Ask for that money back, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are plus 3.5. That means the Packers are favored by 3.5, and the over and under is 48. The Rams can't catch a break.
Nope.
Depleted with injuries, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take Green Bay in that game. And I think it's going to be high scoring. I'll take the over. But I have a lot of respect for Coach McVay and Stafford. So I'm going to say I don't think the Green Bay Packers are going to cut. I don't think they're going to cover, but I think they will win the game. It'll be I'll take the over on that.
I agree. The Rams is a tough team, but I think with those injuries, it just takes away from everything that you want to see when it comes to the Rams. Even though Stafford and that coach, like you said, they're gonna do what they can to keep the troops going and moving. But Packers, they've been a different team these last few weeks. That's another team that's getting wins, and those wins are adding up early, and they get another win this week. But I just have the under. I just think the Packers come out, play some great D at St. Louis, and get a big win, and their defense step up a little bit more than we've seen this season as well.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers too, and I'm taking them to actually cover that 3.5. I'm taking the under. And I know the Los Angeles Rams is like, Aaron Donald, come on, man. Come on, bro. Give us 2 more seasons, man, so we can get some of these other defensive linemen up to par. They missing him right now, man, along with those 2 wide receivers that's out. But
Yeah.
I can't see the Rams doing nothing in this game, and I'm picking the under on it as well. Next up, we got parlay polls. Pittsburgh Steelers at home against the Dallas Cowboys. The Steelers are favored by 2.5. The over and under is 42. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I believe Micah Parsons is out this game, right? He's going to be out, I think, with an ankle injury or something like that, and DeMarcus Lawrence is out. So, and Pittsburgh being at home, they want to recover from that loss against the Colts. So I got Pittsburgh winning. Unfortunately, I'd rather see Dallas beat them, but I think they'll cover. The defense, I think it's going to be under, though. I don't think it's going to be a lot of scoring in it overall, but I still have Pittsburgh winning and covering, though.
Parlay Poe, I know we're in the same division. This is going to be the only time, maybe a couple more times through the season, that I go for these Steelers. But I love the way y'all's defense is playing. Lights out football. Second half last week, y'all's defense was shutting out, and you almost came back with a win. I think this is a game that everybody been waiting on. We both know, myself, WTP Sports Dudes, there's a lot of fans throughout the city on both sides of the ball this week, so it's going to be crazy. But Dallas, we're going to call y'all the Cowgirls after Sunday because y'all going down to Pittsburgh, and they're a tough team this year. I just think their defense is a well-oiled machine, as we've seen in the second half, and that offense, almost 300 yards passing. What else can we ask for? And that quarterback in Justin Fields with a Pittsburgh uniform on. He's not Big Ben or anybody like that, but that's what you would ask for Pittsburgh to win. If you would have asked, if he would have had 250 coming in, no one would have guessed it. So I think with him getting better and that offense starting to move the ball differently, I think it just gives Dallas problems this week because Dallas is still trying to figure out who they are. They signed the guys big money, and I guess I got to take that one back because they haven't been looking like anything after a few weeks now. So, it's kind of questionable in Dallas right now.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
Russell
gonna be,
Wilson might not even see the field this way, the way that Justin Fields is playing if he keeps it up. So
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna see the field either. I mean, he shouldn't. He shouldn't.
unless there's some politics involved or something, but
For sure. Man, it's gonna be kind of wild because you got 2 sets of friends that are going down there. You got Cowboy fans, you got Steelers fans. They're all going down to watch this game, and they're all staying down there in Pittsburgh over the weekend.
could be some fights. There could be some fights in the stands or outside the stadium. You never know. It could be crazy.
It's gonna be
Man.
well. I would not want to be that friend that's traveling back to Columbus, Ohio, and my team is the team that lost, but I'm with a group of dudes whose team beat me. I would not want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna be that guy coming back from that game on Monday morning because it's a night game. So man, I would not want to be that. I would not want to be that dude. I would not want to be that dude. I'm picking the Steelers to cover that 2.5 because the Cowboys can't stop the run and they can't run the football. So they're in trouble against them Steelers and that defense and what Justin Fields can do with his legs and what Najee Harris can do with his legs. So Cowboys, you in trouble.
Like you said, they couldn't stop the run with Micah Parsons and Lawrence. So without those guys, I mean, they're really in trouble.
Right, they're in trouble.
Now, so, yeah.
All right, our Monday night matchup is the New Orleans Saints at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 5 points. The over and under is only 42. What's your thoughts on that?
You got the Chiefs favored by 5 at home against the Saints. Over and under 42. You know me. I don't like the Chiefs. I got the Saints in this one because the Saints is a team that I got like in the middle of the pack right now in that NFC. You just don't know what you're gonna get week in, week out. I think they show up for this game. Me personally, I'm picking them because I feel that they can step up to the challenge and win the game. It's just what New Orleans Saints team will we see? And with Kansas City having trouble with the run, Alvin Kamara, as we've seen what he did at Dallas, if he have that type of game and New Orleans play with that type of momentum, I think it'll be lights out for him, and the Chiefs will have a lot of problems to deal with. But we all know what the Chiefs can be, but I just have New Orleans winning this game. That's all I'm going to say.
Man, I hope you're right. I mean, I really hope you're right, but it's like somehow the Chiefs keep winning somehow, some way. Now, some people might say the refs help them out sometimes. I might even say that, but like it's just, I think New Orleans. I don't think Kansas City is going to cover. I think New Orleans is going to give them a fight. It's going to be a close game, but I got the Chiefs winning, and I'll take the over, but I can't. I gotta take the Chiefs until I just can't. I don't know. That's what I'm going with.
I'm going to roll with Janae Robinson's Kansas City Chiefs to cover that 5.5. That's our vice principal at our school. She loves the Kansas City Chiefs. She's from Kansas City. So I'm going to roll with them. And Parlay Poe said it best. He said, man, listen, if you pressure David Carr, the Saints ain't got nothing coming. Now, I don't know if the Chiefs got anybody that can rush the passer other than that number 95.
Yeah.
If they don't keep putting no pressure on him, the Saints going to be in it. But if they put any pressure on David Carr, he going to melt like butter.
And the
So
Chiefs defense has been pretty solid overall. I know they've had some trouble with the run, but I don't know. I hope New Orleans pulls off. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Yeah.
As you all know, this week is a bye week for the Los Angeles Chargers, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Detroit Lions, and my bum Tennessee Titans. They all have a bye this week. We needed a bye.
You know what they
Y'all
say?
got
You can't
got
lose
one.
on a bye, man.
Yeah, you can't lose. We definitely go undefeated next week.
That's two straight.
Right. The only sad thing is now Will Levis has a week to get healthy.
Yeah. I sent you that text about him. You weren't happy that he's going to be able to play in week 5.
No, I'm not happy at all. No, I'm not happy at all. He probably leads the league in turnovers, man. I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Mason Rudolph back there right now. And Levis, hold his clipboard, man, and watch the film, man, and you'll get better over time. But right now, he ain't it.
Not at all.
All right, well, I mean, unless y'all got something else y'all want to add to tonight's conversation, we can wrap it up.
I was just going to ask what would be your thoughts? I did a mountaintop for week 5 because I know college football, how we had the little insert for week 5 with the undefeated. But with Minnesota at the top of the NFC, Kansas City at the top of the AFC, is it any teams in the respective conferences that you see even challenging them in so early? Thoughts and where we at 1/4 through the season?
I mean, the AFC, I would say, consider what Baltimore did to Buffalo this past Sunday night, and I would say Baltimore. But then again, if we beat Baltimore, which is possible, then hey, I'll throw our hat in the ring too. You can say Buffalo as well. I mean, they had a good start to their season. So I'll say in the AFC, Baltimore, Buffalo, and even Cincinnati if we can win this Sunday. NFC, as far as challenge in Minnesota, I would say Detroit, although their defense was a little shaky this past Monday night against Seattle. But I'll say Detroit. Let's see here. I'll say Green Bay, San Francisco. Those are the teams that come to mind. Maybe Washington, depending on how Jaden Daniels keep playing well. Those are teams for me, respectively, for each conference.
Like it.
Well, if San Francisco can get healthy, I would say the 49ers, if they can get healthy. But it sounds like what's the name might not play this year. McCaffrey.
Oh, McCaffrey, I read about him. Like he's had some something with his Achilles, like tendonitis or something
Yeah, I heard it's both of them too.
Yeah,
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 he's
so
gonna be out a minute, if not the whole
yeah,
year. Yeah.
if they can get healthy, I can see them giving the Vikings some trouble. But I don't see nobody giving the Chiefs no trouble, man. I don't. I
Really.
think they beat two of the teams that I thought could give them some trouble. And then the way Baltimore just beat up on the Bills, I was gonna say the Bills, but they got snot beat out of them by Baltimore.
yeah.
I don't know.
Baltimore gave him
They
one.
still got snot on the side of their face, bro. They got beat so bad.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I can't see nobody beating Patrick Mahomes and them Chiefs. Now they're gonna lose a couple of games, but when it comes to that playoffs, man, I can't see nobody.
I mean, if we see him in the playoffs, I mean, I'm sure my guy agrees as well. We can beat them. It's just a matter of executing in crunch time. Because the last times we've had a chance on offense to like score and finish and win the game, we didn't do it. They left the door open for them. So I still got faith we can do it. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta finish. Last couple times we finished. That's what it's come down to.
Yeah,
And I think the play calling was terrible in those times we had to play against them. I think if you look at the plays we called in those, I think both of them were 3-and-out drives.
Those fourth quarter drives, right? They're both 3 and outs.
Yeah, both 3-and-out. And I think if you look at the play calling,